All right, good morning, everyone. We are here getting ready to knock out some modeling for the character for Lunathal. So let's go ahead and begin now. Okay, so actually, a little more message. Okay, that's the wrong message. There we go. Perfect. That is not a problem. Oh, go ahead. Do that. And we'll put this into our reference right here. So I'll drop it right here. And just kind of line it up. Lined up. Okay, so we're going to make the snout much more like this one. It should be a pretty quick edit. Right around there or so. I'm again struck just by how similar dinosaurs and dragons are. It makes sense. It must just be that they, T-Rex skulls inspire dragon designs. This is linear. Let's do smooth. And a bit more like that. Yeah, that does look nice. Let's just make sure that the bottom lip does kind of conform to a similar shape. Ooh, this right in the middle of the face. All right. Yeah, that looks really good. That looks real nice. This one right here, though. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. Wow. That sneeze got me. All right, so the clerk just said the snout, so I think everything else is okay. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that looks really good. All right. but the teeth are definitely need some shifting. I wish I could like flip the view. Well, I could turn on backface calling. Can I do that in the viewport? Well, it doesn't matter if I can't turn it on, because I can always go here and then look at it this way. All right, that's a little bit easier to see what's going on. Let's go ahead and... Oh, you should be in this collection. Oh, I hit chat. One second. There we go. Okay. This is just kind of an odd look at the tip of the tongue. The tip of the tongue. I think we'll go ahead and delete this face here. Oh. And then we'll just kind of move it back and have it curve in. How's that going to look? Maybe if we raise this up. Whoa. It looks better than what it was before, but does it look good? Dragon tongue. Oops. Now one thing we did change the snout. Let's confirm that the mouth cavity still works properly, because we want there to be a good chunk of space between all of this. But maybe not this much. Let's take all this and just move it up there, especially these spots right here. Maybe some tweaking required for that. Once we get everything all rigged. Rigged. We want to do this and this just to close it off. I don't really think we need a back to the tongue, but I'm going to include one just because I can. Because I have that power. Yeah, that snout is looking good. Snouty. I E. I don't like that. We'll come back to that one. But I'm not a fan of that. Let's go ahead and make sure that is in the reference collection. And then let's start on some armor. So we'll go ahead and make a plane and do all the traditional stuff, which is mirror and subdivide. So we're going to hide this one for now. Actually, we'll go ahead and take these, isolate. So we're just looking at this. Pichu! That's looking gorgeous. Thank you, Pichu. Very, very appreciated. Thanks so much. Well, I hope you're having a wonderful start to your day. I don't think I've seen you since the New Year's, so I hope it's been a good one so far. My mic going. Okay, perfect. Sometimes just afraid. Just so afraid of being muted. Last week I did that so often. Just a sleepy day. Oh, heck yeah. That sounds like a good one then. Nice Thursday. Sleepy Thursday. That one will be interesting because I think it does wrap around the leg there, so we have to be careful about how we bring this all together. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Where'd my... Oh, there it is. So, filling it was probably not the right move, but we'll fill it this way, just very slowly connecting what we know we want to be connected. Boom, boom. One at a time. That'll be interesting. All right, let's just do these tips first. just the tips. Okay. Perfect. And maybe try to even these out a little bit, just so they're a little nicer looking. Okay, so generally that's the whole enchilada. Um, I'm really not taking into account this border though. I need to. Um, so go ahead and do that so I can this edge. Or better yet, we just rip it and start doing that. Okay. Then here, we'll take this whole section, extrude it, and start lining it up. All right. There's one, and then we'll do this edge here. Some of these edges probably aren't needed. Probably. Well, I don't know. As long as they contribute to the form, curvature, I think we'll want them. But not all of them. All right. All right, this looks cool. Very, very cool. Here, though, we'll need to take this and rip that section. Rip it. So we can get this nice and situated. Bum, bum, and then let's make this piece. Actually, this should go here. There. So we can close this. Oh. Do, do, do. I think we connect that. Throw a cut there. Nice. And we're here just to give it that curvature we need. All right, look at that. So we're just missing this section. Bada boom, close, close. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Edge Select, select everything, and then say select boundary loop, which will give us the boundary of this loop. And we'll crease it, and then we'll extrude it back. Actually, before we extrude it, let's just see how it works with the body. So exit this view, move it out. We're going to rotate it very slightly so we can scale it on the axis. Or scaling, just rotating. It's not going to line up exactly as the drawing has it. And we should also reference this. So this has it here, and then it kind of pops out on the side. Ching! And when it comes back around, ching, it does kind of basically the same shape on the back for the most part. Okay, so pretty good to know. I think what we'll do is we'll take this and we're going to apply a shrink wrap on it right here before the subdivision. Right. Yeah, we'll find out. And then we just kind of want to get it aligned in a way where it retains its shape as best as possible. May not be totally doable. I think we do have to put it after the shrink wrap. Nope, that looks worse. Okay. Let's also put an offset here just so it has the depth we need. Shade smooth. Going here. Okay, that's looking better. That's looking more like we want it to be. All right. That looks pretty dope, actually. Now, again, this side section doesn't exist on the front. It exists right on the edge. So if we're looking at this, these little spikes on the side, they're actually kind of almost like a blade that goes to the other side, or a fin. We can see them here. No, might be pretty two-dimensional in a way. Such a cool way of using shrink wrap. The power! Blender's got it all. Blender's got it all. And then we're going to put our cursor right here. Actually, just inside the leg. So we'll select this whole little spot. Put our cursor right there. And that's so we can grab this edge. Maybe a little bit less, but actually we'll just grab the points. Yeah. Then Control plus plus like that, and that'll give us some Control 0.6, so we can rotate around our cursor with the smooth enabled. Okay, not quite what we want. Not quite. All right, I'm going to go back to the other one, just 0.8, and we're just going to manually move it over. Manually move it. All right. All right. Okay, now just this way. That's pretty good. pretty decent. Just review this. So again, goes over, and there's spikes right on the side. Okay. So I think we'll go ahead and apply the shrink wrap. Boom. And then we'll, actually before we apply it, we're going to, dang, I should have duplicated it earlier, but I'm going to take everything and duplicate it, and then we're going to raise it up, move it over, and flatten it again on the y-axis, SY0. Oops, SY0. Perfect. And then we'll move it to this side. Or actually, I should just flip it. Yes. And then we'll do that. Because that's kind of what we have going on in the back, I believe. Something pretty close to that. Okay. Nice. Today's an exciting day. It is a Red Bull day. Yes. Which means I'll have insane focus, hopefully. All right. We're going to put a pause in working on this because I want to go ahead and get the outline of this sash, belt and sash. Let's get a basic start on that so we can have just a good beginning, or just so we can make sure everything's in the right place. If I go ahead and make everything all at once, or make the leg stuff all at once, I may make more problems than I'd like. So mirror over the subdivision, shrink that, move it up. I'm just trying to make it match this belt. Go ahead and put the cursor right at the object and then 0.6R. Yeah, the most powerful tool in Blender is actually the 3D cursor. And then the back of the belt does need to go over the tail. So we'll move that up. Maybe we'll make this the bottom of it. Get a little bit easier to do that. And turn on the subdivision. In this view, all right. So, all right, we're actually going to move the front of the belt. This is really hard to see. I'm going to move it. Oh, perfect. That's better. I'm going to move it down. Downtown. Okay, that looks pretty good. Select the whole thing and extrude straight up. Right about there. And then we'll go ahead and crease the boundaries and this middle point. Have you heard about the issues with D&D recently? I have been seeing a little bit of it with the OGL licensing and stuff. Yeah, I was talking earlier this week about it a little bit, but it certainly feels like Hasbro's shooting themselves in the foot. um, yeah, I personally think that that's a I would prefer there to be open source alternatives for D&D. I don't think it's something that someone should own or company. Feel like they're going to backtrack pretty soon then. Yeah, it'll be interesting cuz I think whatever they do, it's with the intention of finding a it's not like they're backtracking and will never do it again. It's like they're just going to back off and then try again later, which is no good. If you're gonna ask what they're calling you doing a D&D world, oh yeah, absolutely. Um, yeah, I think I will probably if I'll probably refer to it as D&D, just talking about it casually. But when I actually come out with it, I'll say something like open open source TTRPG or something like that. uh, but yeah, it's fascinating to see. I would really really love just the entire community to embrace open source stuff because I think that role playing itself is the future of like VR and VR chat. And I would hate for just one company to be sitting on top of that. Oh dang, wow! The armory looks really cool. But yeah, funny stuff. Very funny. Apparently, Critical Role has hinted at that they're doing their own engine soon. Um, sorry, this is so that sound. So if Critical Role kind of embraces open source or whatever, that would be cool. That would be pretty cool. Um, hmm. I don't know how thin I should be making this. It's kind of odd for it to be quite so thin. So I need to pull it out more. It's a little saucy. But then if I pull it out, it kind of looks like it's got some form behind it. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. If that may affect things, hopefully not. It sounded to me like they were putting that together to go after people doing Kickstarters and other kind of businesses like that, YouTube channels. Um, Critical Role's already kind of they pay a huge amount of money to for like licensing, I think, or something like they had like they were using the original gods of D&D back when they were first starting, but then I think D&D kind of put the axe on that. They're like, no, you can't use our story, which kind of makes sense in a way. It's like that is definitely kind of falls under Hasbro having the copyright on there. Um, but either way, just an interesting little world. Should I do a scale like this? Yeah, that looks good. I just thought D&D is an open, like any kid's game, like rock paper scissors or something like that. Like anyone can use them. Pretty much the entire mechanic is adapted to a lot of games already. Oh, 100%, very much so. Um, it's like I think the in terms of like what what it is like technically it falls under the realm of like a tabletop game. Um, and it's like Kleenex, you know. It's like technically Kleenex is tissue paper, but people kind of refer to tissue paper as Kleenex. So they've got that like name brand recognition. Um, but do they own the idea of tissue paper? I don't think so. Again, I would 100% love if this resulted in more indie games, more open source. That's that's where my heart's at for this kind of stuff. I think that the gaming as a whole would benefit from more open source um, stuff. I didn't know people play to pay them, pay to play them. Um, in a way, it's like I can't think of a good example. It's like soccer, right? Like you could play soccer as long as you just have a ball, but then people buy cleats, uh, goals, and then maybe you want to rent a field. Like you can kind of just keep putting money into it. Like stuff doesn't have to exist for it, but there is value in having uh, boards or you know uh, kind of stuff behind it. And D&D usually sells like little campaigns that were like the backbone of people's stories. Not all the time, but a lot of people use their kind of starter stuff. Okay, so this is a little difficult because some of these do have to be over other ones. So we want to make these pattern that, and this one goes here, and this one goes here. But yeah, personally, I mean, if you know I was working on that D&D world, you've probably heard me talk about it. But I think that the future of virtual reality is probably all about role playing games. Um, oh, hello, Coin. Welcome. We're working on our dragon today. And I've seen some really cool stuff lately on Twitter of like people doing role playing stuff in VR chat, like making little, it's like just all these different kind of games that are coming out. It's so cool to see. It's just there's such a fun, so much imagination and creativity just intersecting when it comes to VR and role playing. I love it. It tickles my brain. Gives me the brain tingles. I think they have a tabletop simulator in VR, right? They do. So there is the tabletop simulator game, which you can get off Steam, and then there are a lot of in VR chat. There are also a lot of like people custom making um, that crease off. I have to do it one at a time. Darn it. But in VR chat, people you can kind of make whatever you want inside of it. So people also make board games there. Can you pick up stuff in VR chat? Oh, absolutely. Um, yeah, there's like people custom made like Warhammer, like Warhammer 40K, the big Space Marines, like PvP versions of that. So you can go do competitive uh, FPS basically gaming in VR chat, and then a lot of board games. Um, Twister. It's probably the only board game you can't play in any other medium besides VR. Never really seen any games in there, just people standing around. There are games, but first and foremost, it is definitely just a social kind of deal, whether or not that's your jam. I personally really like having a game or something to do. Uh, I It's hard for me to just hang out. I like doing stuff. Oh, well, Silik, good morning. Um, but yes, definitely a lot of standing around in VR chat as well. It is definitely for people to go and hang out and meet people and interact like that. That is a huge component of it. I got to play chess in a game similar to Overcook in VR chat recently. Oh, very cool. Is Overcook that like competitive chef game? That sounds familiar. But yeah, if you haven't checked out VRChat, you can always just do it on desktop coin. Perfect. Cool. Despite it being called VRChat, you don't have a VR headset to play it well. I know that's one of the more deceptive things about it. Okay, so for these spikes right here, we're actually going to go ahead and delete them. Because what we really need to do is connect these two sides. So we're going to bridge, merge. Take out any crease or vertex crease. Oh, okay, so that came out well. We'll actually go ahead and just bevel it. Yeah. Like bevel it once. Boom. This one's coming out funny. It's because I need to merge these together, and then we can do that. But, okay, that's much cleaner. Bam. Um, yeah, I really need to start putting together some events in VR chat. I want to do so I've been working really hard on making some avatars specifically for like role playing. Definitely like fantasy theme. Um, so they're like a merchants and tavern keepers and stuff like that. I'm really hoping to start bringing people into VR so we can do D&D stuff like that. And, people could still be their player characters, but I'm hoping to have like when a DM is playing, usually they end up being a lot of the like supporting characters, the NPCs. So I want to make a bunch of NPCs basically. Because everyone, usually the players already have, the character they want to be, and they're rarely swapping bodies or anything like that. So I'd love to very fully uh, enable the DM to um, a lot of stuff, have a lot of options. So we'll see. Takes time, takes time, but I'm finding some very powerful workflows to do that. Um, it's not quite the same as making an avatar like this, but I think that I could get something down like a very simple character in about an hour or so. So I can make a cast, whole cast. But that's the plan. This spot right here is funky. I think we're gonna go ahead and just apply the shrink wrap because we got everything roughly in position. Some things are a little. I think we'll want to change this section here so that it's not as stretched. Right here, we see how that corner really helps out. Yeah, let's just do that now. So we'll go here. We'll delete these. No, we will do a cut first. And then we'll dissolve this edge. And that's all we need to do, apparently. Nice. Perfect. It's a little cleaner. All right, look at that. Armor. Noise. Coffee time. I need some water. Actually, I'll be right back. Some hot What was I doing? All right, the leg armor. So we just want to make sure it all looks quite clean. This is a little funky in this spot here. Clean that up a little. Also make sure it actually does match the back of the armor, which I'm pretty sure we are. It's just the same. It's just actually the same chunk of armor on both sides. Pretty positive of that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, perfect. So it is the same thing, which is good because that simplifies what we're going to do next. I think this should be a little bit thinner, most likely. So we will do this. Take each of these lines, point to shrink them like that. Okay. And I'll actually just dissolve these really quick just to make sure we get a nicer curve between them. Oh yeah, that looks much better. Okay. All right. And I think we're missing some spikes. So looking at the front, we have 3 spikes here. Boom, boom, boom. So we should be able to just do this, this. Boom, boom. They have a decent amount of space between them. So do that. Take these, bevel them, then extrude. Yeah. Doop, deep, doop, doop, doop. Yeah, that should work. Not quite how I want it to be honest. As well, in the original, there is a groove that runs down all of these segments, which we don't have on our armor. So we need to make that. Make it groovy. um, let's take this one, crease it, and then merge these. And then, okay, so we just have to recrease it after we do that. Crease. At last. Perfect. And crease. No, okay. That's okay. It looks nice. Kind of losing some resolution there. But I think that will give us good results. Gotcha. Hmm. That what does it really nice. because there's a little bit of gap here where we do this, cut it, fill it like that, and then dissolve this edge and this edge. All right, and then we can recrease that and re-vertex crease that. Okay, and now the topology will move it around. Nice. That looks fine. We'll have to clean that up afterwards. And we just kind of do the same thing. Crease. And at last, crease. Leave that one alone. Then you gotta figure this one out again. Basically, all of these go here, MLS. And we increase that one. Kind of how it should be, but we definitely lose some resolution there. But we can get it back. Bye. All right, does that go all the way across now? That the whole border? Sure looks like it. And then, now that we've done that, we can crease this section and Alt-S to pop it out. Nice. Nice. All right. And then we'll go to all the spikes. Should we do both sides? Boom, 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 boom. And then boom, 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 boom. Crease. Get those really sharp corners. Nice. Nice. All right. So now we need to figure out how to do the same thing for these sections here, which will be pretty easy to do, to be honest. Basically just select them, crease them, make sure that the corners are sorted. It's a little different here. I guess we do, no matter what, we need a triangle at the edge of these ones. Is that right? We should be able to make a quad. I don't know why we wouldn't be able to. Oh yeah, we need it like this. M at last, crease. That's perfect. Yeah, I don't need it any different than that. Perfect. Then we just deselect these ones and the tips, and we say Alt-S. That's pretty close. Pretty close. Definitely need some changes, like connecting this and that, because we're trying to keep a quad topology because it's good for subdivisions. Nice. That looks pretty nice right there. Or no, I don't need to vertex crease those. I simply need to crease these ones. Now we get our topology back. All right, looking dope. And it'll be fun is turning on this right here, auto smooth with like 60. No, let's say 45. And then it will automatically give sharp angles to the stuff we're making. 30, actually pretty good. Maybe even 20. Nice. 20. Okay, so question for y'all. As all this AI stuff happens, like, we see Chat GPT, all this crazy stuff happening. But reality is that within the next few years, we're going to see like really, really good versions of Siri popping up. Or an Alexa, like, voice assistants. So who would you want to be your personal assistant voice wise? Would it be like thinking like Patrick Stewart for mine would be pretty fun? Engage. uh, Sean Connery would be hilarious. You need to do the dishes. Have an appointment at 11. I can't really do a good Sean Connery, but that would be pretty fun. I like that one. Sean Connery. Ooh, Galadriel. That'd be fun. I guess that's more of a person. It'd be Kate. Is it Kate Blanchett that's Galadriel? I think it is. Oh, and then we need to combine these and blast. Boom. Crease them. Boom, 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 boom. And now we can raise these ones. Like that. Now we also need the little dope. Dun, 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 dun. And then merge these at the center. So to do that, that's too much. Doop, doop, doop. All right. Bada boom. All right, that's looking pretty fucking cool, if I say so myself. And it's all using quad subdivisions. All right. So lastly are these the sides. Basically, we need these spikes. So there's 3 of them. Let's look at this reference too. Not only are they 3 of them, but they extrude out into that central face. So we definitely want to have that quality. So let's go ahead and dissolve all of these. And then we'll make 1, 2, 3. And these are our spikes. Actually, before we do that, we will move this one out a little bit, make sure we have that curve. Okay. So each of these spikes needs to be beveled, like so, because all of them extend out into like that. Actually, it would be better to take these edges. I shouldn't have done that. And extrude them manually. Then we collapse them into points. All right. Something like that. And we'll do the same here. Boom, 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 boom. Extrude, collapse. Boom, boom. All right. Then we've got our spikes. We'll go ahead and just Alt S. Oops. Like that. To get the spikies. And then we want to crease a few of these spots. All right, so that's a start. It's a little far out. So let's bring these in. Out there. Kind of want to space them out a little bit. And then these guys, we want the base of them to just have more of a base. Okay, that's as far as that goes. A little bit that way. A little bit that way. Perfect. Okay. Now let's review. Take a look again. So that's pretty much what we've got going. They're kind of like a blade, spiky blade. I think they may be a little bit too long horizontally. Oh. God damn it. Click. I'm clicking. I'm clicking. Oh, Lord. Let's turn off the mirror. All right, so now we do some fun stuff. First is we select this, we fill it, and we extrude it. Yeah, we can just extrude it actually. Boom. Delete. May need to just make the whole thing a little bit bigger. Just a teensy weensy bit. Oh yeah, and then these ones I forgot about. Rip, rip, rip. All right. And then we cut there, there, and there. All right. Crease them. We take these final points, Alt S. Bada boom. Now we've got what we need. Got to do the same here. But this one could use a little bit of tweaking. Fine. Man, my lips are. It's just drying out, getting cold again. My lips are getting destroyed though. Boom. That did not work well. All right, I think I need to manually make the face, and then we'll worry about extruding it. All right, pretty clean. And I think we should, I don't want to dissolve too much. Sure, capturing that form there. Bring it up. Oh, I totally stopped working on those. So 1, 2, 1, two. So this one, this one, and this one. Rip. 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 All right. Move that way, that way, that way, that way. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Control plus, crease. Take these points, Alt S, and move down. And we've got them made. There we go. Okay, now let's go ahead and begin to fill just like we did on the other side. Okay. Now, some of these are kind of a fun little challenge on how exactly we fill this. So, or connect them. Just trying to find good connections. Do that, then we kind of lose the nice topology we have there, which I think will be essential for making it look curved. Baby. Can I just collapse those? Yeah. But it does make a triangle there, which I was hoping to avoid. Close. So close. I think that's just going to have to be. Try. All right, and now we mirror all that to the other side. So these ones were easiest to start with, which they should be creased before I do that. Woo! Excuse me. Goodness. It looks like I have an extra vertice here. But I don't. It just looks like it. Bleh. Ba 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 ba. Is that not what I did? Oh. Boom, boom, boom. Lord. Wait. Oh, that's why. It's like this is slightly different. There was another cut here. Right. 1, 2, 3. 90% sure. What's going on there? Well, that may have been a problem. One try. I can live with that. Alrighty then. So now we need to kind of even them out, make sure everything's roughly level. That took a while though. And then do L based on sharp. Right? So shouldn't that work? Normal. Right, and that works. Sharp. Dupe. Do 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 do. Oh, you can hear my cat yelling. She wants attention. All right, there we go. Then we invert the selection, and now we have this, which we can select boundary loop, Q, mark, C. And that allows us to actually select it. And we can do face, extrude faces along normals. Like so. And then Q, or once again, select loops, boundary loop, crease. Invert, Q, clear seam. Now we have to go around and fix the sharps, or the creased segments. Actually, you know what? Let's look at the reference really quick. I'm pretty sure that's what it does, but is it? Yeah, there's a little indent, but I don't think it's quite as strong as I did. It's there, but it's not quite as strong. So let's go ahead and do that again, but face extrude along normals right about there, I think. Face extrude, Alt S, up just a ways, so it's kind of inwards. All right, and now a lot of selecting edges. 4, creasing. I feel like I just yell a lot stream. Mostly when I'm stretching. I'm a loud stretcher. What can I say? What can I say? Boop, 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 boop. Oh, shit. Odd. That one doesn't have. Why not? Why does that not want to work? Because it's not attached, which does make sense. There we go. get a little bit of a triangle right there. There we go. Noise. Noise. But we can mark sharp. Hype! Hype, hype, hype. Hype, hype, hype. Hype, hype. Then we'll actually set the normals to 180. Or what do I do for that again? Tab A. Select everything. Hue reset vectors. No. Can I select creased? Select crease equal to greater. So I have to do that after. Greater than 1. Okay, that should be all of them. And then mark sharp. Then I can set this to 180. It should make the smoother parts a little bit more smooth. Perfect. All right, that looks pretty good. Pretty darn good, if I say so myself. And let's go ahead and add it to the armor. Material. Is it in the armor? Where did I make this? Oh, just right here. I'll take all those. Fall armor. That way we can hide everything else. I can select this. Copy to selected. There we go. Noise. Noise. So if I went ahead and added a shrink wrap here, and we did project, no, nearest surface point. Why is it not working now? What? Oh, gotcha. I had disabled the preview. I wish there was something like shrink wrap, but didn't alter the topology so much. Oh well. So what we need to do is just kind of make some of these points a little bit closer to the surface. But that should be pretty easy to do. Just going to do this and move them gently. Something to that effect. But the top here should not do that. This should actually come out a ways. Or, let's see. In this reference, there is more of a spike along the top of it. And we can see here that there is like a fairly intense loop out. So we'll do that with some hand modeling. In fact, we'll also go ahead and just move this up in general. Right about there. Perfect. Feels a little bit more flush to the skin. It's not free floating. Perfect. Next time I do that, I just want to ensure that the when I apply the shrink wrap early on, it just has less of an offset. But not a very difficult change to make. Just something to keep in mind. I think that we will take this section. We're going to rip it, move it down, decrease it, clear, sharp. Same with these. Decrease, clear, sharp. And then we will bridge edge loops. Like so, in order to get that curve that I see. Hit that curve. That looks pretty close to correct. It's not going to be quite the same as this ref, but we do definitely want some of that spikiness we see here. Let's make this angle a little bit sharper. That. Yes. Yes. Little bit back. Perfect. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the outside fill it, indent it. Is there a better type of fill? I do fill and then face triangulate. Wow, no. It's got to be something like that, but I can't think of what it would be. So I'll just extrude that. That's pretty much what anyway. All right. Red Bull. So he yells, "Oh, where'd you get that shirt, bro? Did a washer here? I got it at a thrift store. Bixie, Bixton. I don't know what it says, bro. Buxton, Buxts, something like that." It's a nice one, though. Okay, so some of these edges I don't need to fill completely, but I do want. It's kind of a question of should it intersect with the flesh, with the skin? And I think it should. I think it should. Now for here, we're going to do a cut. So we need to kind of this section come in nicely. I should have done. It's 1, 2, 3. So this one right here, we want to extrude, shrink. this whole little lip. Boom. Drag. Move that around. Let's see. Still a little gap there. Oh, it was I got it from Ross. That's it. Basically a thrift store. Yeah, I might as well just fill in the whole edge here. Bam. Bam. We just want to move it into the body. Right here. So hard to see. So hard to see. But that should do it. All right, look at that. Look at our boy. Fucking dope. All right. So let's get this looking awesome. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Ah. But so let's go ahead and turn on auto smooth. See that band looking sharp. Then the front of the loincloth here. Let's go ahead and isolate it and take a look. So we do have a trim here. For this trim, I'm only going to do the border and then everything in interior, the little spikes and this design. That will be, maybe the ruby will do as geometry, but everything else will leave as texture. Dark butt! I know it's design, but if you want to look at the last illustration I sent you, that artist added a backside to it. Totally up to you, though. Let's take a look. Take a look. It definitely implies one. I think I'll pass on adding it just because it's not a clear design on how it attaches. I would just be a little hesitant to invent that. But we will make this. So if I do a cut here, now I would need all of this to basically indent. Oh, that's a weird way to do it. We'll do a cut down here, and then take another cut here, and then simply merge these at this point, like that. And now we have what we need to crease and create that border. Basically just pushing this section back. Or also want to do this side, like that. Okay. Oops. And now time to clean up. This edge is interesting. We may just dissolve this one. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. Otherwise, we have to create some awkward topology there. I don't want to do that. So, dissolve. We will. And then we want to do think boom. Nice. All right. This is a little odd. We'll see how that works. But this point should be inside the body. So I don't think we'll have to worry about that too much. And then this point here, just go ahead and zero, boom, 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 then boom. Okay, so that's the back of the loincloth. I don't think I'll indent it. Well, you see it pretty directly, so I may indent it. Actually, what would be best is that I just mirror this section and attach it on the back. But we'll do that after we texture it. So I'm going to go ahead and just delete this section here, leave it empty, and then once we're at a good spot with the texturing, or basically once we're rigging, we'll bring it back into the modeling phase and simply mirror it along the back. Should be quite doable, but we'll need it UV mapped first before we can do that. Right. Now, something that's missing on our little claws here is the tip of the claw. Interesting. Ah, that's because I had multiple things selected. All right. So now what I can do is I could either, I think I'll sharpen this point. Yeah, that's kind of the easiest way to go about it. Or I could crease the tip, 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 and then move it out like that. It makes an odd geometry though. I think I prefer that. It'll unwrap a lot easier too. All right. So not done with the armor. We're missing a few things. First is the little pauldron things are not finished. And then we have chain to add to two spots, the arms and the um, horns. The horn ones actually would be a really good spot to use cloth because they would be kind of simple. They're not really gonna move too much. We'll see. I'll give that a shot. There. Okay. I really want to try using the cloth modifier at some point. I have yet to really utilize it for my avatars because usually the frizz bones are just all you need. think we'll need to make a interior for the belt. Something like that, and then we can bring it in. So that it clips with the body. I don't know. Why is it moving both of those? Because the symmetry mod sucks. Blender symmetry tools are no good. That's probably my biggest complaint with Blender. All right. Okay, I take it back. We're gonna go ahead. I see how we can do it now, just as I was looking at it, but we can go ahead and make a little loincloth for the back. I may even reuse this texture for it. Well, no, it'd have to be a little bit different because we want it to wrap around the tail. But something like this will look quite nice. Look, it looks just a little lewd otherwise. So we'll just clean it up. You know, his badonk is powerful. Powerful badonk. And then we'll want, do we want to add a cut there? Yeah, we'll do another border. Like that. And then crease this section and this one. Boom, boom. There we go. Nice, that looks good. Actually, this one, I think will go the other way, which is extrude along normals, deleting this interior one, and then dissolve this edge. image. Or no, just decrease it. That way. It has form, but it does end. Oh, excuse me. All right, another 30 minutes, and then it will be lunchtime for Sam. We're going to go work out. It's kind of weird to talk about myself in the third person, not going to lie. Not going to lie. Actually, I should delete that. And we'll just do that. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we can just combine. That's fine. All right. A little different than I usually do it, but I think I like that. All right. Now, the edge here. I need to make these a little bit flatter. Hmm. Ooh. Yeah, that snout came out way better. That looks really good. All right, so we are missing an arm or a wing arm, a wig arm right here. There should be one right here. So precisely we'll do that. I, X, F, and then actually we'll do Shift S, then delete it. Shift A, circle 8. And we'll just merge it with this one. Q bridge. Merge, but let's have it merge completely with this one. Otherwise, it's a little funky. Okay, perfect. All right. Wing. Okay, so we are almost at 60,000 triangles. That means we only have 10,000 more triangles we can add to character. Thankfully, once we apply the subdivisions, there is a lot of cleanup we can do. We bring back another 2 or 3,000 in terms of optimization. It's quite a few spots that we can do that with. But we'll just have to keep that in mind moving forward because that kind of is the upper limit for ranking in VR chat. We can upload more than that, but I would like to keep it at a good ranking. Because that way everyone can see the avatar. So just got to think of that. Keep that in mind. Right. I think for this scarf, I'm not going to actually create geometry for this. Well, no, I could. That'd be pretty simple. Just have to make sure we use a shader with back face calling off. Apologies. Okay, so let's do that. Swoop. Swoop to whoop. So to do that, we will we're just going to do one solid chunk here. Which we're going to extrude this way. Then duplicate this way. We can do this. Q bridge, no merge, reset vectors. All right. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. It would be better here to do that. And this portion. Probably need just a little bit more. I'll put it there. And give it enough of a curve that it can be above the body. Otherwise, it's going to clip with it. Actually, let's undo that really quick because the actual way we need to set it up is like this. It needs to come off straight from the back and go right there, pretty much. And then we'll have the bones have gravity and they'll swing down. And we'll just set up colliders on the body and the tail to hopefully allow that to drape over the tail and the body realistically. Fingers crossed on that. It'll be a little different than most setups, but I'm intrigued. See that. Do a little bit of that. Move it down, but we will want probably just 2 more cuts there. All right. All right, let's put down some notes because I'm kind of losing track of what's next for the modeling. There's like a lot of small little things to put the finish on. So, Lunathal. We have the chains. We've got the teeth. We need to teeth/mouth. So a little bit more geometry when it adds for the teeth to sink into a gum line. The scarf is a little bit undone right around the neck. Man, we're getting really close to done, though. I can't think of much else. I guess we do really need to figure out the wings. So, do we redo the geometry for the wings? I think we'll need to. Basically, we'll need to bake everything and then create, rather than this subdivided plane that I'm using, we're going to use the geometry that exists on the avatar to create the wings. Because we'll want to attach it directly to the body. Yes. 100%, because otherwise there's going to be a sliding. Otherwise the wing fabric, webbing, leather will slide on the pillar of the wing. So, okay, that's the plan. We can go ahead and delete this now because we know that's not what we're going to use. Then the leg cuffs. Leg cuffs. And yeah, and then there will be, after subdivisions applied, create wing webbing and add M's gem studs. Actually, we'll do this after subdiv applied. Round gems. Create gem insets. Subdivide or bevel eyes. We also, that's what piercings, or yeah, piercings. That's a good word for it. Okay. So we should be able to do all of that today quite easily and probably get to the UV wrapping, mapping, wrapping, and then texturing. Very cool, though. Okay. It is 11:55. I'm just going to go ahead and end my stream here for now, or the morning session. Again, I will be back in about an hour and a half. Those of you who know my usual routine. Those of you that are new, hit that follow button because I will be back. You definitely want to get a notification once I return because we're going to be doing some fun stuff. So look forward to it. Silac, Pichu, DDA, Coinmonger. Who else came by? Perfect. Thank you all for coming. You take it easy as well, Silac. Pichu, I hope you're having a great day. And Coin, you too as well. Everyone, enjoy your day. See you all again very soon. Goodbye, everyone. Bye, Merp Studio. Enjoy your day. Bye. I'll catch you later.